Hello, everybody. Welcome in on Perez Motorsports Network to the to the Music City 200E Music City Solar 250E here from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I'm your head commentator today, Nick the Rabbit, the owner of the Electric Racing Tour. It's the Hankook E-Cup Series as we get ready to push for Hankook Overdrive with just a handful of races remaining on the calendar. In fact, if I look at our upcoming schedule, shoot, where is it? Oh, there it is. Um, yeah, as we look at our schedule, we only got 6 races left today, or after today. New River All-American Speedway, we got Kentucky, the Indianapolis Road Course, Saskatchewan making its debut, as well as Central Montana, and then we will head back to Iowa Speedway for the Red Bull 200E to round off the regular season, and then the 19th race of the season will feature the Watkins Glen International Raceway to kick off the second ever Hankook Overdrive. With this, here are your drivers today. Matthew started on pole after struggling a little bit in practice by his standards. He still got second in practice. However, he qualifies on pole to start today's race. Well, with that being said, or did I say E-Pro? I thought I said E-Cup. Huh. Oh well, I don't know what I was thinking about. Anyway, well, with that, Court had the pole for a while, but then he choked. Let's just put it that way. We also got a new driver in the field today. It's a product of Bandit doing some recruiting. Vieira will be making his debut in the Hankook E-Cup Series. Mistook him for a woman because things. Anyway, driver hails from Portugal. And he will be making his first start, adding to the Electric Racing Tour's ever-growing international presence. A Canadian driver, a British/Jamaican driver, a Bulgarian driver, formerly 2 German drivers, now 1 German driver, and now a Portuguese driver, currently part of Hankook E-Cup Series active rosters. Good lord. Anyway. Let's get going. Drivers, are we ready to go? Matthew, what in the God's name are you doing? Ban him. What, Matthew? What are you doing? Is he not ready to go, or is he getting the limiter? Chat, cut his dick off. Please no. Yeah, you don't need it anyway. Anyway. Oh yeah. Did you guys recharge your battery before we got started? Okay, well Vieira, the rookie here, managed to do that, so that's good. So that's good. You guys are not completely stupid. Anyway. Are we ready to go? Okay, keep in mind Formula 1 has a battery system. It's called ERS. So keep that in mind. That's probably where he got it from. Alex, when we can get enough people to, like, routinely, you know, send people home, I guess. Or, like, run that risk of sending people home, I guess. Also, when I can learn how to use Blender and make a truck, that would be nice. Unless somebody watching the live stream on Perez Motorsports Network knows how to use Blender and can help me out on that front, just saying. 75 laps. The scheduled distance was 100, but I had a 3-hour drive last night and didn't get home till 1 a.m. and I am still fucking exhausted, so we're just gonna go with 75 today. Let's go, boys. Or, well, yeah, you're all boys. Sorry. Okay, countdown starts now. 5, 4, well, that's right, sorry. 3, 2, 1, and it's green flag from the Nashville Fairgrounds, the worst short oval on earth. And Matthew has trouble into the corner. Very clean turn 1 other than that. And Jubb gets to the back bumper of the 48. Here comes Alex going down the inside. No draft in these cars, and yet they are making things work. Matthew looking for his 4th win of the season, I believe. He's gotten a couple of wins on the year. His last win was on a short oval. That was at that win was at North Wilkesboro Speedway, a track that's a little bit similar, I guess, albeit a little smaller than North Wilkesboro. We got contact in the back between Vieira and Jubb. The two international drivers going head-to-head here, while 3 Americans sit at the top. Red, white, and blue dominance. I'm just joking. Although I can't remember who our last international winner was, actually. Oh no, it was Varia. She won in Phoenix earlier this year. She is from Canada, although lived in Australia for a little bit. So lap 5 out of 75 here in Nashville. A very clean start to the race, and Matthew out in front here, your pole sitter, got the 5 bonus points already to start this race. And as of right now, that kind of puts him, that does put him within 5 points of the points lead. So if he wins this race, that could probably propel him into the points lead, as there is a 7-point difference between first and second place in the standings. So do keep that in mind, even if Court does, well, actually no, that doesn't, because if Court finishes, I think it might actually be super close, actually, if Court does finish second. So that's something to keep in mind. Court might be in a must-win to keep his first place spot, and Matthew undoubtedly with the Rookie of the Year points lead. But here comes Court trying to make that outside move, though. A little bit difficult to pass here, but Court's going to try it anyways. He goes to the back bumper of the 92. Inverse numbers, battling. Court to the inside. He's getting aggressive. Nothing illegal, though, that they're doing here, as the 92's into the wall a little bit, coming off of 4. And now here comes the 29 trying to make the move stick. He'll get on by. The 92 still bumping and banging. He'll get to the back bumper. The 29 clears the 92 for now as they head into turn 4. What a start to the Music City Solar 250E here at Nashville. And meanwhile, 4th and 5th place, well, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, not much to really report on, as now Jubb is 7 seconds back. The 92 doors the 29 coming off of 3 there. 29 has to kind of go to the wall there just a little bit, scrub off a little bit of speed, but here he comes down into the middle now, trying to transition near side. Already on lap 11. That should probably tell you how quick this race probably will go if we stay green. I know the drivers are probably a little bit upset at me for shortening the race, considering how we literally did this same race distance in practice. But, oh, Jubb is saying some expletives. I wonder what's going on there. Was he battling with Vieira and something happened? Oh. Well, it's kind of mellowed out a little bit. The 92 got the lead back from the 29, but, you know, a lot of tensions here for the battle for first. Oh, you are? Okay. Okay, about ready to... Next lap, we'll be entering, I think, 65 laps to go. Or, sorry, 60 laps to go. I might not be great at math. Thankfully, eventually, this will calculate the to-go distance eventually. So we only got 5 drivers today. A bit of an admittedly boring race, I guess. Varia's got Napra D2, even if she did want to show up. And then Forza's got Napra D1. He's probably dominating in that race. So, we don't have as many people as we've had the past couple of weeks, but just outside leagues, we're not going to cancel a league for 2 people. That's just kind of ridiculous. But don't know why people aren't showing up today. Do have some regulars and even a first-timer today, though. Mostly... Well, I can't say veterans because we still got a lot of rookie stripes. I think Court's the only actual veteran here. So that's kind of sad. Speaking of rookie stripes, oh no, I don't have to redo his paint scheme because the Mazda... Oh, that's not true. Oh, fuck. No, I don't have to redo his paint scheme, actually, because, yeah, I could just paint that rear bumper purple and call it a day. But, I'm only yapping because I'm trying to figure out if I have to redo Matthew's scheme next year when he's not a rookie anymore. But, lap number 20 here out of 75 here in Nashville Court. During my yap sesh, he has been trying to build a gap here as we got a lap car coming up. It's Jub, not in blue flag territory just yet. However, they are starting to catch up there coming off of 2. Court, the fastest in practice. Matthew, the fastest in qualifying. Court figured out the line very early. It took Matthew a little bit of coaching from Court to figure out the line needed. But he has benefited greatly off of it, especially with a little bit of a change to the setup before practice. By change to the setup, I mean I literally did not change anything but the speed. I lowered it like 10 studs per second. Don't know if battery will be an issue in today's race, but I guess we're just going to have to find out. Might be a little too short of a race for that, but blue flag for Jub as the leaders are coming right by him. Don't go, just go to the bottom, let them pass. Thank you. Alright, you're all good. You can get back to... Never mind. That was my fault. That was my fault. Okay, now you're good. You can get back to race speed. Now, if only the NR 2003 AI could do that. Had a couple of instances this season where the lap cars have acted like NR 2003 AI. If you know, you know. And... doesn't really matter where you finish because you're going to get really good points either way. And Jub trying to build that cushion as the 29's having lag issues. That's going to make the gap a little bit wider between him and forgot his name already, Matthew. I guess sleep deprivation gives you early onset dementia at the age of 20, but I guess it's just, I guess that's life. So right now, Alex probably bored out of their mind as they are currently sitting third place, virtually uncontested. So if a caution doesn't come out, that would probably be a free 18 points for them, and might also be a case for us to move to Nashville Super Speedway next season. Oh, your mouse died. How the hell are you mouse driving? Then why would your mouse dying have anything to do with that? Oh. So Quirt, not uncompetitive at all. He is over a second and a half back from Matthew, but he's definitely one of the faster cars in the field. In fact, I might want to take a look at the board next time they come by. That's probably not going to be great. So Matthew does have the fastest time, but Court's only a tenth of a second off. So these guys very, very similar on pace. To be sure, they definitely have been the two favorites here to win this race. Alex probably could win if a caution comes out and they make the right move on the restart. But quite frankly, I think the chances of that, I think you have a better chance of winning the lottery. So we are officially past the halfway mark, which means we're going to server lock the server here. Matthew leads halfway through this race, in which we have only been live for 14 minutes. And 2 of that was spent yapping. So we've really been racing for like 12 minutes. The only reason why we're not racing a full 100 is because I'm just too tired to host. I'm too tired, but I also actually wanted to host today. I wanted this race to happen, and we got someone in pit road. Jub is your first pitter. Oh, never mind. He's parking it. Uh-oh. That's actually a bit of a concern. If a couple more people park it, then we're looking at potentially calling the race there. Gotta have 3. So now we're down to 4. They're probably gonna be the most boring race in all of ERT. And I think this is Roadkill's first actual like DNF. So I'm getting him entered down in the standings right now as Vieira goes a lap down. Well, it's not been a chaotic race. The most chaos we saw was someone getting into the wall off of turn 1 on the start. So, I mean, I've seen races at Texas that are better than this, honestly. Never thought I'd ever say that. So with that, if a caution doesn't come out, then Matthew is probably going to get his 4th win, which will probably give him the points lead. And Court, that's something that Court probably did not want to hear. I'm actually going to do the points calculations just in case. Because maybe it'll curse Matthew and we'll get a caution. Yeah. I'm watching the walls, don't worry. That doesn't seem right, but okay. Anyway, sorry, I was just trying to do some math. Anyway, the gap is just completely just... I can't say this on YouTube, so... I have seen tighter windows than that, let's just say that. But Matthew, down the back stretch here, he's led, I think, all but like 1 or 2 laps. He's done extraordinarily well. Driver from North Carolina looking for his 4th win. And we know how good he is at these tracks. He's won on a short oval already. He won at one of his home tracks, North Wilkesboro. He also has won at Rockingham, so he's won 2 North Carolina races. It's not North Carolina, but it is a border state. We're in Nashville, Tennessee, about, I would say, 4 hours from... Is that a correct assessment? 4 hours from the Carolina border? So still kind of a home race for him, I guess. But he's won 2 of the 3 of the North Carolina races. And he's about to win at a race that is bordering the state of North Carolina, so I guess that kind of counts. Court, on the other hand, could be a better performance, although he's going to be super happy with the points he's going to get from this race, although who knows. 25 or 26 laps to go here in Nashville, the most boring race since season 1 at Martinsville, where we only had like 3 drivers, and Forza won that race by an entire frickin' lap. Still an ERT record. We have not had a worse race since then, although while this might not be the worst race ever, it definitely is lulling me to sleep a little bit. So, I mean, if we had draft in these cars, it'd probably be a bit closer of a show. Although that being said, we'd probably be having like 15 wrecks per lap. So um, I guess you take the positives with the negatives, I guess. Speaking of the positives, Alex, currently third place. He's pretty much, or they're pretty much guaranteed that third place spot. That's going to be 15 points to the championship, and that will, if it stays green, it will definitely. Why is my camera glitching? But this will put them in a much better position with Jubb flunking out of the race here. That could. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna get. It's not gonna get Alex into the playoffs, but it will. It will help in that regard, especially with Jubb being in a position that he's in now, where he just completely decided to quit the race. So that cutoff line is getting smaller. And keep in mind, folks, we're going to be keeping an eye on that top 5 in the standings because, as I said earlier, after this we have 6 more races. We're heading to New River on Saturday, and then we're heading to the full-size Kentucky for a mile-and-a-half race on that ensuing Sunday, and then the Saturday after that we're heading to Saskatchewan, and then Central Montana that Sunday. So Saturday is going to be a non-playoff race, and then Watkins Glen will be that Sunday. So that's your upcoming schedule. It's going to be a wild next couple of weeks as we get into that overdrive window. And that is if everything goes to plan. So keep in mind your points. Your top 5 in points are like this as of last week. Quirt, Matthew, Forza, Bandit, and Jubb, although that 4th and 5th place has slowly been getting a little more frustrated as the season goes on. You know, Bandit was getting a little upset after last weekend. He has chosen not to show up to this race, and he is looking I think he might have locked himself into overdrive even if he doesn't show up, because he's got 136 points compared to Jubb's 79 points, which will probably which will most definitely turn into 88 points, I believe, after the end of this, if I do my math correctly. So do keep that in mind. I mean, Hankook Overdrive, second iteration, we had full points in Season 1, and Forza completely ran away with that. This might be the first season where I think, honestly, Forza, it's probably going to be either Quirt or Matthew that win the title this year, unless Forza magically pulls a big, like, Jimmy Johnson, or, Tony Stewart 2011 run out of his ass. Honestly, I don't see Forza winning the title, which I never thought I would say. So, that conversation is definitely going to be something to look at. Now, Quirt, back to him, he is keeping that gap a little bit. I think he gained a little bit there over the course of these last few laps, and now with lap traffic coming up in the form of Alex, I think we might see that 92 lose a little bit of valuable time. 11 laps to go here in Nashville, here in the Music City. Ah, shoot, I forgot to add an Easter egg. I was gonna put Morgan Wallen on the what's that called, flag stand, and I was gonna have him hold a table because last time he was in Nashville, he threw a table out there. No, he threw a chair. Was it a chair or was it a table? He threw it out out of a hotel balcony while drunk off his ass. So I think that would have been a funny little Easter egg. When we go to Nashville Super Speedway next season, we're definitely going to do that. Well, Matthews getting right there to the back of the 80 or the 48. Eight laps to go here. The 92 just completely dominant He's been with Wind River Racing for most of Season 3. Came in like a race or two after the opener at Daytona, but he won at Portland off of battery strategy, and then he said, oh, contact, the 48 gets the 92 into the wall. Let him by. No caution. Now, had they both gone spinning, that would have been a yellow for sure, and a 1 out of 3 for the 48, but a verbal there to the 48. Don't race the leaders like that, even if you are semi-competitive. And Vieira having a lot of issues here as they're looking to go, or as he's looking to go into, oh, got crashed. We got a, big crash. Caution is out. 5 laps to go. First caution of the day. And Vieira might have gotten pit limited, which is the, oh no. Oh, this is going to really set things into motion here for this restart. Matthew was very upset and caught up an innocent 48 in the process, and unfortunately I will have to issue a 1 out of 3 to Vieira for that. What's his number again? 24. Oh, if Matthew doesn't win this race, he is never going to forgive me for this. Oh my god. That just completely screwed him up. And now Court has a chance. He did this same thing at Homestead. A caution came out. Court won that race. Can he do it again? About a 7-hour drive, or sorry, well, I think rather like a 12-hour drive from Miami. And Court is also in immense pain. Who's over there pitting? Is that Alex? Alex, if you're the only one coming in, just go. Don't even click the button. Just go through the stalls. Oh, trust me, I've been there, done that. Oh, Vieira, what are you doing? Oh my God. Okay, so well, you were going to be to the back anyway for it, but if you're pitting, you should have joined the 48. You should have said something. Alex, yeah, you get free pass. Well, actually, no, since you were caught up in the act. Well, to be fair, it was a lap car that did that, so yeah, you get free pass. Vieira is going to be 1 lap down. Change others' laps. Okay, so we are officially heading into Hankook overtime. $74. No, 72. I can't do math. Okay. So this is very interesting now. We have a restart. And Matthew's also lagging. This is not going to be well for him. For the love of God, I hope the 92 wins, because that's just not fair. That's just not fair. Okay, ready to go. It's Hankook overtime from Nashville Fairgrounds. 3 drivers on the lead lap. Oh, God. Something's wrong with the 92. Quirt to the lead. Here comes Alex. No, the 92's got a whole lot of speed here. Back bumper. Can he do it? 1 lap to go. Presented by Hankook. 92 riding the outside here. He'll go into the wall. He'll cross over. 92 makes the pass over Quirt. He'll hit the wall coming down the back straightaway. Here comes the 29. He'll go to the inside. What's he going to do here? Sticks to the inside. It's going to be a drag race coming to the start-finish line. And the 92 wins. Matthew pulls a Ryan Blaney 2022 All-Star race and holds on despite the idiocy. Oh, what a finish. Matthew with win number 4. And I think that will give him the points lead. $201 points is currently his total. Whew. What a finish to this race. A finish that Matthew needed, and Quirt will go alongside him. And Matthew, despite having issues the last 2 laps, will come home and win at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for what could be the final time that this series comes to Nashville Fairgrounds as we are transitioning over to the Super Speedway next season. I think you can do burnouts with these cars as is, so I think you just have to go backwards. But the 92 Ally Maserati wins again. There's not a better feeling. I have to wonder what was going through Matthew's head during all that as he burns it down here in Nashville. And what could potentially be the win that gets him in the points lead. I'm still calculating those points. But Matthew will have 201 points. Quirts, I don't know what his points total is going to be just yet. I'm doing this on the fly here. 8. I don't know what 6 plus 8 is. Okay, there we go. So 18. Oh my god. There's no way. 186 plus 18. Oh my god, there's no way. Quirt still has the points lead, just barely by 3 points. Just barely. Despite the win, despite the bonus points as well from sitting on pole, because remember, Matthew had the pole. He will still be second in the points, but only by 3 points. That's crazy. And then Alex finished third. That's 15 points. They will have 75, which will put them 4 points below the cut line. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Alex, let me get the... Or not Alex, but... yeah. So that's... Yeah. Alex passes Mitch for that last position below the cut line. And Matthew will win the electric guitar here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. What a race. Well, I mean, it was a really crap race up until the last 5 laps. But first 70 laps are not that great, and then the last 5 laps, it could have been a lot worse. But Matthew does come home. He pulls a Ryan Blaney, and he still wins despite the BS. So congratulations to Matthew. The picture's been taken. He wins the electric guitar here at Nashville Fairgrounds. And what a finish to a pretty monotonous race. Hopefully next week is better as we head to New River All-American Speedway in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Another home race for Matthew. Good God. That is like 4 races we've had that we're going to have in North Carolina this year alone. But the fans here at Nashville Fairgrounds coming out in droves. The PNG fans. But we'll see you next week at New River All-American Speedway. Matthew wins the Music City Solar 250E. So join us next week for another exciting, hopefully a better race here on the Perez Motorsports Network. Matthew with his 4th win of the season at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And with that, please